So here we are. This should be, I believe, Aiden Donovan. The catcher position, right-handed hitter versus right-handed pitcher. After the performance from DiMartino, Gilman's got his work cut out for him a little bit to match the intensity that DiMartino brought to the game early on.
Does anybody have a brown paper bag I could breathe in and out of?
No, we don't need
No, we don't need
You're
one.
fine.
Just had a sweat.
That's all right. So we got a 1-0 count here.
So I got Team White up here, huh? Third inning?
Game's flying by here, Dan. 9-inning game, playing a full, legitimate baseball game. Wooden bat, this is everything you can imagine. We get all the fashion hardball. That's going to be on the outside corner. It's going to be 1-1 here. Maybe as Christina pointed out, maybe guys start taking a little more pitches, go a little bit deeper, seeing a few more pitches as the game goes on. Because while it's an all-star game and you want to do well individually, the competitor in each kid's going to shine eventually as the managers. They're going to want to win the game. I could say that Coach Ortiz is the defending champions in this game. So he wants to have a 2-game winning streak, whereas Coach Glennis, I'm sure, wants to get his name on the trophy as well. It's strike 3 on the outside.
My man is just dealing.
Yeah, he's
might as well have a briefcase on the mound.
He's come in. He's got a variety of pitches. He's got some motion and some movement on all of them.
He's got a whole repertoire. It's like the guy in the trench coat in Trading Places. Check it out.
Oh my goodness, that's a great reference there, Dan.
He's got got the forks and the toothbrushes and all that stuff in there.
All right, so this should be Weinstein, correct? Okay, Weinstein up. Jake Weinstein representing Tottenville. He's playing in right field. Number 3, the great Bambino's number and position.
I like it.
Got the stance, his hands nice and high. That's coming in hot. Oh, my goodness. I'd have no chance.
No, not at all.
I'd have no chance. I'd be scared to square around and try and bunt it. I think I'd break both my hands there. Nonetheless, this kid's not scared, though, so we'll see what Weinstein can do. Coming here, 1-1.
Well, out of Tottenville up here in Central Staten Island, looking to showcase his skills and showing good patience there, looking at a ball off the plate. 2-1. This is the first time, in my opinion, the blue pitcher has been behind. This is a new pitcher on the mound now.
Smoke.
Oh, thank God for those screens, I tell you.
It's great to see just all the schools involved. Coach Glenister, I believe, put the game together here. Public schools, Catholic schools, Staten Island Academy included. Just great to see all the different schools involved. There's a ton of parents here. There's raffles.
Oh, sure.
What a great day. We're going to get the 2-2 here first. Here's the windup and the pitch. 2-2. Whoa.
Oh, just a bit outside, if I may quote my man, the late, great Bob Euchre. We're going to have a report. Christina Perez at the end of this half inning is going to make her way to the third base line and get a report from Blue Team's head coach as we have a shot to the hot corner. Fielded and fired across the diamond by the third baseman, goes wide.
Okay, well, it's not an easy play over there at third. And they got a guy hustling down the line here. So the third base in blue would be Joe Salido.
Number 7, Jordan Savignon. Number 7.
Although he's number 5. I don't know if that was Salido. I don't think it is. Number 20. It looks like Cologne's playing third. I guess they're moving some guys around, so it's going to be hard for us to keep track. We don't necessarily have cameras in front of us that can fast screen on the numbers. But, yeah, it certainly looks like Cologne's over there at third base as opposed to shortstop. Anyway, now we got a base runner here, so we pitch from the stretch, a little different position here for Gilman. And another ball. Okay, so you can see, Dan, here how the game changes when you pitch from the stretch. His first time pitching from the stretch today.
Absolutely. With a runner leading off first base, 1 out, 1-0 is the count. Pitcher gets the sign, deals, and a swing and a miss evens up the count.
Not get cheated on that hack, my goodness.
There's a whole lot behind it. You could see it in his throwing motion that he is violently powering it across the dish.
And this is Savignon at the plate, so, he brings his prowess from the mound into the batter's box.
If this catcher can catch these balls cleanly, he's got a real chance to throw off this runner at first, who's doing a whole lot of dancing down there, making as if he's going to go for second. Pitcher's keeping a close eye on him now.
doing a little dancing. That lead's not quite enough. He's gonna take off. He's gonna get
The 2-1 is swung on and miss off-speed pitch. Outside corner. Nasty stuff.
That was definitely a good pitch. I thought he had it from back here.
If you look in the back pocket, they all have something in their back. It looks like they're carrying massive wallets. I'm not sure what it is. It looks like kind of a new age. We have to find out what that is.
Lord knows I'm not. Time called out on the
See that
field
thing
by
in
the
the back
umpire.
pocket there? They all seem to have it in their back pockets. There's those big, looks like some kind of a wrist guard. Or
I
something.
see what you got there.
Every kid seems to have, or at least most of them do. All right, here we got a 2-2. Keep an eye on the runner here. 2-2 is a good opportunity to run. You want to produce some
And
run.
the throwback to first, they got him
There we go.
picked in a rundown. The throw to second is bobbled. Miscommunication here between the shortstop and the second baseman. And it appears we have an injury timeout as the runner is safe.
You know, that's going to happen in an all-star game. I mean, every team's rundown drill is different. You got two different teams, kids from different schools running a rundown drill. And, well, not a drill, obviously, live situation here. So it's a little miscommunication. Now we're going to have a 2-2 with a runner in scoring position. So Savignon can help his own case. He is the pitcher of record, pitching the first 2 innings here. And it's going to be a 2-2 upcoming here from Gilman. A little timeout, stepped out of the box.
It's important to take your time in these situations, soak in the limelight, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. From doing this even right now, I'm trying to figure out the airtime. Like I haven't done this with you before as far as baseball goes. So, you know, when to let the game breathe and when to communicate. It's kind of.
I try to tell myself to breathe as often as possible. There are multiple times within a broadcast where I'll feel dizzy.
Well, we don't want to do that.
No. And that's where you separate the amateurs from the pros.
All right. Well, here we got a 2-2 here with a runner in scoring position for the
The
first time
pitch
today.
swung on and missed 2 away.
I'll tell you one thing. Savignon did not come here to hit ground balls. He took 3 massive hacks during that at-bat. All right.
Way to pronounce that kid's name correctly, by the way.
Savignon.
Ray.
We were given instructions. I believe his family made contact with us. And if you just picture
It's a nice way of saying it.
Savignon. I love it. Savignon. All right. So we got K here. This should be Alex Lanza from St. Louis by the Sea. He's playing one of the extra hitters. And again, Dan, a thing in the
There's
pocket.
a
I don't know what it
pitch.
is, but it's massive. We got to find out what that is.
Breaking ball just goes right, sweeping over the outside part of the plate. Everybody look over here, wave. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares sports.
It looks like Gilman is really occupied with the runner on second base. He seems like he really wants to do something about that. He keeps looking back and checking him.
Well, he's pissed that he's there. He got there basically on an error. He feels that's an unearned runner as he keeps staring at him, playing a game of cat and mouse. As that ball thrown just a bit too low, missing below the knee, is now 2-0.
You got to respect the runner who's still taking his lead and staring him down each time, though.
I like it. What else are you going to do out there?
Listen, you got to be confident out there.
All right, he's going to go through the signs. Signs, when a runner on second base, the signs are different. Although I'm not sure how much sign stealing goes on in an all-star game, but it's good to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second baseman having dancing off second.
The 2-0 swung on and dribbled to the shortstop. His glasses come off. He fires wide. First baseman makes a heck of a pick to make the tag in motion. That's the end of the top of the 3rd inning. When we come back, we're going to have more baseball action. A big shout out to our friends at DRG Sports, 1322 Travis Avenue. Check them out. More baseball.
I'm in the big leagues, told them don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
Yeah, John Martinez just told
That's
me
right.
that. We got that.
Wrist guards in the
Wrist
back
guard.
pocket. Welcome back, everybody. Danny Chenard, Ray Palma, our sideline reporter Christina Perez out there browsing the sidelines looking for her next special report as we're in the bottom of the third inning of the second annual Metro United Baseball League All-Star Game here at Mid-Island Baseball Field.
Manuel makes a great play at first. He leads up the next inning. Happens a lot. More than you think. Guy makes a great play in the field. Ends up being up the next inning. We got a new pitcher here for White.
And there's a shot. Second base, can of corn. Right to first, easy.
Pitcher is Ian Kilty from St. Peters. I think he's got somewhere house, if I'm not mistaken. Great job.
Now batting number 4, Troy
That's a
Calvin,
good
number
step.
4.
I saw his dad here at St. last day. I'm going to take a chance. He's got one out early on.
Who's up here now?
Pitch here. I don't know. Let's just be Troy Dowling. Number 4. He's an extra hitter. Staten Island Academy. Fine academy.
Call him Battleman. I call him Battleman, and he looks at a wild bouncer in the dirt. Count evens up 1-1.
Oh, my bad.
From our own schools.
You know, it's a whole lot of work, and there's a strong cut. Foul tipped into the glove, 1-2.
Versatile repertoire. He's throwing a few different types of pitches early on, keeping people off balance. And here comes the 1-2.
The pitch, nasty breaking ball in the dirt. Catcher can't catch it cleanly. Fires down to first in time, and there's 2 away.
A nice play here by the catcher, popping up like toes, doing what he's got to do. Next guy here will be Sam Duffy from St. Peters.
And that out brought to you by our friends at Athlete Player Development. Elevate your game. We're creating leaders one athlete at a time. The pitch is called a ball low over the outside corner, 1-0.
I think Sam's cold. Then he got like a hoodie on under his shirt. I mean, it's pretty warm out. Man.
I've been sweating since, October?
Yeah.
The pitch is a strike. Beautiful fastball.
Mr. Duffy's not sweating. He's in this box. He's squared up. He's going to have a 1-1 coming here from Kilty.
The pitch is high, comes across face level.
Kilty's all arms and legs. My goodness, his motion. You see just every body part flying all over the place, and suddenly the ball just comes flying out of there.
Well, somewhat reminiscent of Zach Greinke in his prime as Uncle Charlie misses in the dirt outside, 3-1.
Did you hear the story about Greinke, how a little kid asked him to sign a ball, and he took the ball and just threw it as far as he could?
Well, everybody has a
Greinke-
bad day. Sam Duffy,
Apparently, Greinke's one big, long, bad day for him, told. Greinke's not one of the nicest people in sports.
you know, sometimes we get on the air and we do a high school broadcast, and sometimes I feel like we get on just to bash certain MLB players.
Well, Greinke's, I don't want to use a bad word, but from most accounts, not a nice person. So, but now Duffy is a nice person. He's got a 3-2 coming up.
My man's about to get a hit right here. Oh, swung on and missed. The kiss of death. I don't want to be the next Drake. At the end of 3 innings of play, we're still knotted up at 0, looking for our first run. We're powered along by TLC Physical Therapy. Back in just a moment. first run scored of the ball game. Christina, I know you just had an opportunity to speak with the head coach at Team Blue, I believe Nelson Ortiz from St. Joseph C. What did he tell you so far about his start with his club tonight?
Well, he's super excited to be back, and, he's ready for another win, that's for sure. He has 5 guys in the game tonight. He has 3 on the other side. No, 3 on his side, I apologize, and 2 on the other team. And even though he's, excited for all the boys to be here today, he's definitely more excited for his team, and he wants to win regardless. So that's good to know.
Well, every coach wants to win as they count on the field right now, 2-1. Did he say any adjustments that he might need to make to push one across the board here? His team's scoreless so far.
He's honestly really confident, and he thinks his guys are doing great. And, both teams definitely are, so he's not wrong. He seems confident. I don't think he's changing anything up.
Well, those guys from C certainly are that confident as a check swing bunt comes up empty. 1 away here. Christina, you are not the best in the business for nothing. Absolutely fantastic reporting out of that third base dugout. We can't wait to see what you come up with out of the first one. Ray, what is the first base? What's the coach over there? Team White.
For the white team, we have the head coach is Glenister.
Bobby Glenister.
And my main man, Ray Smith, is his assistant coach.
All right, so you're going to be talking with Bobby next inning, and we look forward to another report from you, Christina. Fantastic stuff.
Note here, we had a change. Sam Duffy is now catching. I'm not sure if they're going to switch around in the order as well, but Duffy now in a catcher, no longer the extra hitter. Gilman's still on the mound pitching to Duffy.
You're an absolutely incredible color commentator. A beautiful hook on that curveball. Not so much 12-6, but a lot of break. Catches the inside quarter. Very tough to hit for a left-handed batter.
Vitucci, stare down an 0-2, coming from Gilman. Outside, it's going to be 1-2. Vitucci, a lot of speed, known for his defense at Susan Wagner. Strong defensive outfielder, brings a lot to a team speed-wise, covers a lot of ground, and brings that speed to the base paths as well when he puts the ball in play.
I mean, you got to give it up to Gotham Trinity Productions out here with these camera angles, doing just an absolutely fantastic job.
This is a big production. There's a lot of cameras going. Guys are on top of dugouts. Guys are on center field walls.
Ooh,
oh, my goodness.
What a nasty pitch. Catches him looking. That's a backwards K. The second out here in the top of the 4th inning.
That had some severe movement on it. My goodness. Gilman is out here dealing.
Yeah, he's putting his all into every pitch. You can tell.
It almost makes it look easy. My goodness, for gracious. He's out there just dealing.
It's disgusting what he did. That was just filthy.
Yeah.
There's a ball hit off the hands. Eats up the pitcher who scoops it to first. And the umpire is going to call him safe.
He's called him out, Danny.
Out. Yeah, he called him out is what I meant to say.
The fist punch straight in the head means out.
I had somewhat of a stroke.
And I haven't seen a pitcher roll the ball to first base before. That was reminiscent of the time El Duque threw his glove to first base.
Absolutely.
This kid just rolled it over there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's the end of the top of the 4th. If you think you could do better, come down here to Mid-Island. There's plenty of game left. You can call this game back after this.
I'm in the big leagues, told her don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
I'm going to give the microphone over to John. He's going to do the presentations. The Staten Island Old Timers also donated a $250 check tonight to the cause, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Mike. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Staten Island Baseball Old Timers, I would like to thank Metro United Baseball and TLC Physical Therapy for allowing us to participate in this all-star event. We would like to thank Mike Morrow, Bobby Glenister, Chris Reyes, and Tommy Lano for putting together such a great night for these All-Stars. Congratulations to the high school coaches and players on a fine baseball season. Also to the players named to tonight's All-Star game. Truly an outstanding honor. At this time, we'd like to present plaques to the 15 players who were chosen by the coaches for the Saibo High School Coaches All-Star Team. Jordan Savignon, Moore Catholic. Tim Manuelin, Monsignor Farrow. Rob Rispoli, Monsignor Farrow. Leo Doyle, Monsignor Farrow. Vin Camarada, Newdorf High School. John Vitucci, Susan Wagner High School. Mike Turgison, Curtis High School. Joe Manella, St. Peter's High School. Matt Jackson, St. Peter's High School. Joe Ciancimino, St. Joseph by the Sea. Mike Palermo, St. Joseph by the Sea. Joe Scarfone, Patrides High School. Jake Weinstein, Tottenville High School. Antonio Marcillo, Monsignor Farrell High School. And Jamel Vera, St. Peter's High School. And now for the 2022 Saibo Coaches Outstanding Player Award. This player had a terrific season. .458 batting average on 33 for 72 hitting, .550 on base percentage, added in 36 steals, and excelled defensively in the field. Rob Rispoli, Monsignor Farrell High School. And the Saibo High School Coaches Outstanding Pitcher had a 2.10 ERA, allowed 13 runs in 54 innings, had 68 strikeouts. Also had a big 1-0 win, allowing only 1 hit and striking out 10 versus Monsignor Farrell during the season. Outstanding pitcher, Jordan Savignon. Let's have a big hand for all the All-Stars participating in tonight's game and the award winners. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks, guys. All right, let's continue the game.
Joining me is Ray Palma. Ray, how the hell are you?
That was fun, a little baseball halftime. I haven't seen that before, but a little Staten Island old timers doing awards to all the kids that had great, strong seasons here.
That's right, baseball halftime. Christina Perez in the booth, our sideline reporter. How you doing tonight, Christina?
I'm doing great. I can't wait for this game to start up again.
I know, it's super exciting. We got a nothing ball game right now. It is the bottom of the fourth inning. Team White versus Team Blue. We'd say North versus South, but you got kids from St. Peter's and C on one team, and they're playing against their teammates on another. So there's just a whole lot of stuff going on out here. But at the end of the day, it's a pitcher's duel, and we're looking for somebody to draw first blood here.
So it's going to be Kilty versus Rob Salafia here. Kilty in his second inning of work. Gonna pop up in the middle of the diamond.
I don't think this one's got the distance.
All the Major League references are amazing. Coursera at second base.
That's all I got.
Nice play. That's all I would have, too. Major League, the greatest movie of all time.
It's just movie references.
Major League's the greatest movie ever. So the fact that we're doing baseball, because we crowbar Major League into basketball broadcast, football broadcast. So this actually fits in here. This should be Ryan Quinn from my school, Newdorp.
All right, we got a PSAL guy in the house. That means public school for those of you paying attention at home. 8:17 on the clock. Looking for our first run of the game. There's a slow roller. Can't be fielded by the pitcher. It's scooped by the short second baseman. He throws to first in time.
There's a lot of action over there for Casara over there at second base that I'm on Senior Farrell. So two quick at-bats here. Let's go back to the top of the lineup. If I'm reading this right, it should be Cologne coming up.
Number 40.
Yeah, both pitchers have definitely been keeping all the balls in the infield, that's for sure.
So this is Kilty. He got a quick third inning, and this is, if he gets through this bat, it'll be a quick fourth inning as well. So back to the top of the lineup here with Cologne. Cologne is slick fielding shortstop out of Mort Catholic.
And that pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Christina, if you had to take a guess as to which dugout is more fired up right now, what would you say?
I'd say whatever side Nelson Ortiz is on, because he's ready for another win.
Oh, that guy's out of his mind. I love that guy. The head coach out of C, absolutely.
I would have fly ball to left field. That'll bring an end to the fourth inning of play. You score after 4 innings. White and blue knotted at 0 there, Danny.
He's getting better. That's Ray Palma, everybody. Nobody Cares Sports broadcast team in the booth. Back with more action after this. Get some good action there, Fred. Oh, you want to... drama. The tension is palpable. The atmosphere is electric. You could just cut it with a knife. STP against STP. That's right. The gold and blue versing each other right now on the mound. Somebody from St. Peter's and in the batter's box, an Eagle. Ray, tell them about it.
It's Dennis Aponte, yes, and I talked to Dennis prior to the game. He is from the West Brighton famous Aponte family. I mean, I had the privilege of playing high school basketball for Steve. Butch has been a role model of mine as a coach for many, many years, so he tells me he's part of that family, and if you're part of that family, you're part of mine, so great to see an Aponte out there on the mound. And back in the box here is Joe Manella, first baseman for St. Peter's, had a huge year at the batter's box for the Eagles. So a nice matchup here. Had a nice cut in that 2-0 pitch. Right back to the batter's box. Going to be 2-1. Ponte will be attending the College of Staten Island in the fall. Will be pitching or playing a variety of positions or whatever position he decides to play. But he will be a member of the Dolphins in the fall. So it's great we keep our local talent home. Great job by Athletic Director Mr. Tibbs and all the baseball organization over there at the College of Staten Island. A few of our kids are staying home and playing for the college, which is a beautiful thing.
Fantastic stuff. Count right now 2-1. I want to get a huge shout out, Ray. I don't mean to interrupt you, but the gentleman to your left, the scoreboard operator this evening, is doing an absolutely tremendous job for us.
Tremendous job as an adorable young child and apparently a wife who I was a teacher to once. So it made me feel a little old.
Wow.
And has a beautiful family. Not for nothing, running this scoreboard better than we could, that's for sure. And there is a Ponte with the high cheese, strike 2. So it's going to be a full count here.
I want to give a big shout out to Todd showing us live on the feed in the booth. But they say the camera adds 10 pounds, right?
It adds 10?
I think it added, how many cameras are on us tonight is my question. As there's a drive to the shortstop popped up. He makes the play, and we have one away.
That was a nice play. Will get in on his hands with a 3-2 pitch.
Number 14.
Number 14 is going to be Palomini. He's going to be stepping to the plate.
The pitcher won that battle of the STPs, huh?
Yeah.
Talk about that one for a while.
Definitely. And the first pitch is going to be on the outside corner, ball 1.
It was a ball. It looked pretty close to me. Must have just missed about an inch. That was a straight heater.
I wonder how often this happened in practice. I wonder how often do pitchers go live against teammates in practice. I mean, I guess not because you want to save the arm for games. So
another fastball missing high. Pitcher can't believe it. 2-0 the count. The pitch. A little frustrated. Throws a fastball into the dirt. Totally in command now is our batter, Chris Palomini.
it's kind of pitching. It's not from the stretch, but he's pitching from a truncated
There's a
windup.
shot down left field line. That was foul by about 6 feet, but I'll say that is the best struck ball we've had all evening. A lot of pop-ups, a lot of ground balls. Pitchers have been dominating tonight, Ray.
I'm just sitting here, again, I am 10 feet from the catcher, and it is coming in hot, and it's coming in with some movement. Mighty impressive as far as the way the ball moved from all the pitchers so far. Currently a Ponte, but the first 2 pitches for the Eagles, but for blue and white have all been dominant thus far. That's going to be outside, so that's going to put a base runner on for Team White.
That's the first walk of the ball game. You talk about an all-star game, Ray? Well, we have one for you tonight. It's the Metro United Baseball League's 2nd annual all-star game. That's what you're tuned into. We had a home run derby before this contest, and right now we have our first walked batter. Palomini is going to lead off first base.
And this is number 9, I believe. This should be Mike Palermo. Ponte with a throw over to first, keeping him honest over there at first base. Just thinking now how delicious the pulled pork was from Ralph's. But that's unrelated.
Unbelievable.
Our
That's
sponsor.
a whole nother story. We could have a whole nother
Sponsor, Ralph's
broadcast
Sports
just to review that.
I just pulled a piece out of my teeth, and it tastes just as
Whew,
delicious as
he
first
pulled
time
the
around.
string on that pitch, Brody. He's been throwing nothing but heat, and he literally just broke, I'd say, about 15 miles per hour off his pitch on that changeup. Now back to a breaking ball.
Well, that's the key, Danny, right? When it comes to pitching, it's not so much how hard you can throw, but the differential in your pitches. If you got a 90-mile-an-hour fastball and a 85-mile-an-hour curve, not going to work. But if you get that 10 to 15-mile-an-hour difference, it can throw batters off with great resistance.
I play MLB The Show, and I get frustrated all the time. And that's, a video game. So I understand.
So it's going to be an 0-2 from Aponte here.
I like how you just skated over that comment.
I don't know much about video games. They're too complicated for me these days.
Oh, a nice
play
backhanded
first.
play by the first baseman. Throws to second, back to first. They won't get him in time, but they do get the lead runner 2 away.
As I'm a big Yankee fan and baseball fan in general. Just watching something like that in an All-Star game, I can't count how many times a pitcher in a major league game doesn't cover first base in a situation like that. In an All-Star game, here you see a Ponte doing his job, covering the bag, throw a little late, so they'll still be in the inning here. But great work overall. First baseman turning it and the return throw. So 2 outs. Ooh, look at, do you see that pitch there? I thought it was going to hit him in the head, and it came right across the strike zone. This is Ponte throwing some movement out there.
Ray, I've told you several times not to put me on blast and ask me if I'm paying attention.
Oh, this is Cortesco.
0-1 the count. And there's a drive. Deep left field. Will it have enough? No, it gets caught in the air. Looks like there's some ghosts pulling the ball back in. That's going to do it for top of 5 here, Ray. What do you think?
Well, so far, I mean, everyone that's come in has been fantastic on the mound. The pitching's been great. They're coming in, throwing gas. They're throwing strikes, most importantly, with some movement. It's not easy, that's for sure.
No, it's not.
We'll see as the day turns to night when the game results. The next inning or so is going to be dark out, and the lights will be taking over. We'll see if that affects the offense in any way.
Well, we're going to come back with more baseball action from Mid-Island in just a moment. Back after this. Senior all-stars playing out here. A couple of juniors headed into the bottom of the 5th inning looking for our first run of the game as Team Blue will start us off. What do we got in the batter's box there, Ray?
So we got Scarfone from Petrides, the left fielder, leading off. And now pitching will be Thomas Pantini from Tottenville, headed to Rowan University in the fall. He's going to be a baseball player, pitcher out there for Rowan University. Big get for Rowan.
That's right. We're going to...
Rowan has a strong baseball history, and he's only going to add to that. That's for sure.
That's right. Thomas Pantieri keeping me alive. You know that video that's been going viral of the old lady that doesn't move when the ball comes firing back to her in the second row? No, not me.
That old lady has no
I just
heart.
Jumped out of my chair.
I am nervous every time.
Nearly on my lap, but it's okay.
Left-hander comes in a little low. It's going to be 2-1 here. Oh, and there's apparently lights in our booth.
Yeah, there you go. We need a little bit of light.
Ceiling fans.
Can't see anything in
Freddie
this
behind
joint.
us documenting things.
Freddie, the producer. Shout out to Fred Manchin in the booth making it happen. We call him the Wizard of Oz. Let there be light. Now, one away here. No outs, actually. The 3-1 is the count.
Fantini coming from different arm angles and such. Got the baggy pants going. He's going to come up with his 3-1 pitch here.
Yeah, it's his style.
Is
Yeah.
Baggy back? I hope Baggy's back.
There's the first walk of the game given up by Team White. And speaking of Team White, Christina, you had an opportunity to catch up with the head coach before the start of this inning in Bobby Glenister? Glenister, Bobby Glenister, worst broadcast guy ever. I am. Bobby Glenister, tell me about your conversation with him.
So Bobby's actually the one who started all this last year. He's been super proactive in it. This was all his idea. And he's very excited this year. He wants to win since he didn't get it last year. But this year's really special because everything is being donated for the ALS. And Bobby Glenister is actually a firefighter. And so the guy that we're raising the money for is actually also part of his firehouse. So it's really nice to see everyone coming together for this cause, and everyone came out tonight. Everyone's donating, and the game's going good. The guys are playing hard, so everyone's really satisfied out here tonight.
So everybody is out here having fun, but he's got a little bit more chips on the table, being that he started it and he's buddies with the recipient of this charity out here tonight. So this is a bang-up report, Christina.
I did my best.
Great job by Christine. And also, Mickey Hansen is the person they're doing it for. I went to high school with Mickey Hansen. I hadn't seen Mickey, and I had no idea this was for him, or I had no idea he was dealing with such a vicious illness. But he looked great. He walked out, and he got a nice donation check before the game. So just a really great job by all the people involved running this thing, and a great job for Mickey and his family to help them out with, I'm sure, there's a lot of medical expenses and such along the way. And we got Rowan University Finest here with an 0-2 count, runner on first. A little courtesy toss to first base, keeping the runner honest.
So, Christina, you had this conversation that this gentleman, head coach at Team White, started all of this. Did you get a sense that he was a bit antsy over there, not having any runs pushed across the dish so far, or is he still confident?
Honestly, no. He said it's been great to battle all these guys throughout the season, and that, he's just happy that everyone's here, and all the guys are super deserving of it. So he's just happy that everyone's, having a good time, and they came out for the good cause.
Well, we see there the strikeout there. That was number 14. That was Doyle on the strikeout. Chase went out of the zone a little bit. Now I get my guy Scarfone here, the right fielder from C. Looks the part of a baseball player, though, Danny, right? Like the gold chain, the long hair, the high stance. He definitely, if nothing else, plays the part. I think he told me before the game. He looks the part, nothing else. So
We're looking for a little action here as the runner runs from first, going to second. He's safe. That's our first stolen base of the game, and with a runner in scoring position, taking away the double play with one out. That's huge.
That looked a little close there. I don't know.
yeah, great throw by Donovan. That ball was thrown off the pitch, not the catcher, because you can't do any better than what he did there. Threw his seed at second base. But now, so we got a little. He'll be pitching from the stretch. We got a runner on second base, first time today, I believe, for White. It should be for Blue. A little pressure on the White team. You'll see how they react. You talk. Ball's going towards left field. Looks like it'll be under it. Play made, so that'll be one out. Quick swinging on the first pitch, trying to capitalize.
Christina, what'd you see on that?
That's actually 2 outs. Excuse me.
The runner on second is he's ready to go for third. That's right. He had a really big lead there, and he's antsy. He's trying to get to the next base. They're trying to score. We're already in the 5th inning, and it's still 0-0. So you got to know these guys are antsy. They're ready to make a play here. They're ready to get on the board, and you can't blame them for that.
So it's going to be up to Marcillo here with 2 down in the inning with a runner on second. You would imagine that Pantini's not going to worry too much about the runner. Just focus on the guy at the plate and get this guy out. Lefty on righty matchup. And the first pitch looks like a little high. It's going to be ball 1. Confident in the box, though. All these hitters, Marcillo is just a line of many kids. Marcillo, a Farrell baseball player. Is Bobby Mulligan still the coach at Farrell? I probably should have asked that prior. But anyway, Bobby Mulligan, great guy and a great man. Helped me out a lot when I was a younger lad learning how to pitch. And here comes the 1-0. That's going to be low, 2-0.
Here we have Thomas Pantieri out of Tottenville starting to get himself into a wee bit of a jam here. 2-0. Runner leads off second base with 2 outs. A good pitch will get him out of the inning, but a bad pitch will give up the first run of the game.
Nobody wants to do that, so we'll see how he reacts. He's had a rough first 2. First base is conceivably open in a game like this, too, so there could be some strategy involved, not wanting to give Marcelo too much to hit. But then again, we don't know if they're doing that in an all-star game. I think they would encourage kids to go right after it. But like we said, both coaches want to win this game. This is not, not just a showcase. This is a game and a competition. So once we're through 5 innings, it's kind of like an NBA All-Star game. But towards the end, they get really competitive.
Oh, they absolutely are. As the ball gets away from the catcher, runner goes to third, and he makes it. Not much of territory behind the backstop here, but enough to give this catcher fits. As now the first run of the game, 90 feet away.
Smart move by Donovan that is eating that ball, though, not trying to throw it, because the kid clearly had third base. You throw it there, it goes into left field, and then they score a run. So good job holding on to the ball. So now you got to stay active. Runner on third, wild pitch, things like that. Runner can score. So 3-1, big pitch coming up here.
The pitch is low. It'll be runners on the corners.
That's always a tough one in the game, especially as a pitcher. You never really know which one to pay more attention to. Then you have the batter up front also. It's a lot.
He just lost that battle. Hopefully he wasn't fighting his conscience and mentality all at the same time. He's going to have a runner out of both corners of his eye.
It almost feels like a 7-10 split out there.
All right, so Salito's going to come up. Runners on the corners. Salito, one of the best hitters in Staten Island, that led the PSCL in many offensive categories.
Is anybody else's chair breaking at the screw parts?
My chair is just begging for help at this point.
No, I was just wondering.
I don't have that problem, guys.
Christina's chair is just fine.
Christina's chair is the happiest chair here.
The pitch is called a strike over the outside part of the plate.
So that's a big first pitch there. You want to get that first pitch strike, get the count in your advantage. Wouldn't be surprised to see a runner take off from first here, put a little pressure on. Because will they throw through oh, my God, massive lead at first base. He's got to be taking off. He's halfway to second base already.
He's out there. He might as well be in Bayonne with that lead.
I mean, you don't really want to risk it, so.
Breaking ball misses way outside.
If he takes off the second, you put the pressure on the other team. Do they want to throw through and try and throw you out at second base? Because you're not safe at second, it's going to give up a run. I'm willing to bet if he does take off, they won't even throw through. So
Look
it's
at these
1-1.
camera angles we're getting out here. ESPN, eat your heart out. The 1-1 pitch, the runner goes to second, and no throw.
Oh, as he takes a header at the second base there. That was my Tony Romo moment, I guess, as far as predicting the future. But, not going to throw through in a scenario like that. You can't have a throw going in the center field and give up your first run. You want to make them earn. So it's going to be 2-1. And we got Rowan University's finest and a little bit of a jam, but one pitch can get him out of it. You see Salito digging into the box, playing the hot corner today.
This is definitely where being aggressive comes in handy because this is the time to make a move.
The 2-1. Gets it on his hands, ground ball.
Oh, pitcher's just going to what do they call on here?
Hitting foul territory, so it's a dead ball. It's foul ball. The ball either hit home plate directly or landed foul immediately. Couldn't see from there.
Well, he gets another chance, so that's good.
Man, I am fat. I'm taking selfies here. I'm looking at the camera.
We're taking selfies in the booth, and you just hear people's demons eating them up.
God, I can't.
Whispering into the microphone. Man, I'm fat. If only I had, the ump's name. I'm not sure if he just threw me out or said we're doing a good job. He pointed at me and did you're gone.
The umpire is throwing Danny out early. All right.
It's a nice family game. Everyone's getting along. It's great.
So it's going to be a 2-2 here. Marcelo with a nice long at-bat. Salito with a nice long at-bat. 2-2. Runners on second and third. Big moment here in this game. Panteri from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And now it's going to be 3-2.
We're going to share this.
3-2. So the runners will look to be aggressive on any ball in play they're going to be taking off. First base is open, so a walk would not crush Pantini, but I'm certainly not looking to do that. So the 3-2 on its way.
3-2, 2 outs. This is huge. Second and third. There's a shot. It'll be a base hit into right field. 1 run will score. Here comes 2. The throw will not be there. It is a 2-run RBI single, and Team Blue gets on the board first.
Great job by Salito, waiting, held back on that pitch, punched it out there in the right field, gives his team a 2-0 lead. So now if you're Pantini, you got to buckle down, get this third out, and then get this game into the 6th. You don't want to
the 2-out rallies are always the best.
Honestly, dude, they got burned. You talk about 2-hour rally. Great point, Christina. You're almost out of the inning, and now you're looking at a 2-0 deficit. In a game like this, that's a mountain to climb, right?
It definitely is.
With the way the pitchers have looked so far, definitely 2 runs can. But, you know, these hitters are also getting warmed up and such. Had a few times at bat already. So I'd be surprised if the white team didn't have a few runs in their arsenal. Let them get out of the inning here.
I mean, yeah, there's still so much game left, so there's tons of time for these guys to come back. Tons of time for both teams, really.
I'm playing 9 innings here. This is a full, just like a major league game, a full 9 innings.
Yeah.
Thanks to the beautiful lights over here. At the
Except for they
center
didn't
track.
cut you off from alcohol after the 7th. They cut you off from alcohol before you showed up.
Ooh, that pitch looked like it was going to hit him, and then almost a strike. What movement on that one? My goodness.
Got out of there the last second.
Christina, you've been watching this whole game. What's your favorite kind of pitch thrown tonight? You like the fastball, breaking ball? What do you like?
I always love a fastball, but anything outside is always, you know, it's a lot more tricky. I could never hit those in high school, so it's always good to see people, executing those much better.
Speaking of an outside pitch, there's a swing and a miss. 1-2 is the count. Still 2 outs. White desperately trying to get out of this inning. Runners lead off of the corners. Big shout out to Jake helping us in the booth tonight. Are you here? He's here, man. The runner goes. The throw down to second is not in time. Second and, oh boy. Ray, you having fun over there?
I'm loving this, Dan. I'm loving every minute of it. This has been quite the experience, and just seeing
I
all
thought
the
there was
talent
people
on
on the
baseball
corners.
field.
So.
Blues, you know, they're being aggressive now. At this point, there's 2 outs. They already have 2 runs, so they're not really scared. So you see that with the base running.
So, can of corn there to left field. Oh, excuse me, left field to shortstop. That'll end the inning here.
You
so
kidding
2
me?
runs on 2 hits and a fielder's
right.
choice.
That's
and
right.
We have the blue team with a 2-run lead heading into the top of the 6th
Christina
inning here, Danny.
said it. Blue team is like Bone Crusher. They ain't never scared. When we come back, we're going to have the top of the 6th inning. I'm Danny Shinot from Nobody Cares. More action soon.
I blank so
That's right.
This guy, Aiden Donovan, coming up to the plate. Came out to the John Cena music.
All right, well, we're back as we're looking at an overhead look, a beautiful drone shot. Ray Palmer was hyped. We heard John Cena music. He didn't care about how the intro to this game goes.
I was getting a little sleepy, but that John Cena music turned it up. John Cena,
Guy almost
wrestlers of all time.
threw me through the cage.
I am a large child, so wrestling's a big part of my life, and good job. And if you assume he picked his own music, this kid's my favorite player. This is 13 on white. That would be Aiden Donovan from STP. The catcher, he's done a great job behind home plate today. Let's see if he can get on base here and spark a rally for his team. Just like on the mound.
There's an opposite field shot. Oh, remember I told you that white van was parked in a bad spot? Man, I'm going to play lotto after this.
I made sure to park behind it. I did not want him anywhere near the side.
This is Ponte's second inning of work, and hopefully less eventful than the first.
The 0-2 is just thrown against the backstop. Shades of Rick Vaughn. Somebody better teach this kid some control before he kills him.
There's a Wild Thing song come out yet?
Oh!
Ray almost jumped out of his chair. That Uncle Charlie
I
curveball.
thought it was going to hit him in the face. It was almost a strike. The movement of his pitches is amazing. Goodness.
To be fair, it was moving like a wiffle ball.
Yeah, that's a good comparison. That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like a football out there. All right, so 3-2. If you're Donovan, you just want to get on base one way or another. A bunt is going to hit. Walker's going to hit, I should say. And off the middle.
That's going to be a tough play is right. Second baseman fires. Oh, and the first baseman cannot come up with it.
All right, so Donovan reaches. That's how you're going to start a rally here in the 6th inning. That's how you're going to do it.
And that's the first, that's the best way to start.
Now batting, number 3, Jake
Team wakes up again,
Weinstein.
start going.
Excellent stuff. It's still 2-0 game. It's Team White trying to get on the board first, and we want to give a big shout out to Gotham Trinity providing us with absolutely incredible aerial coverage tonight. We don't need a Goodyear blimp. You know why? Because we got Todd and the boys from Gotham Trinity. They have this beautiful coverage. It is a glorious night here in central Staten Island. Travis, as a matter of fact, just days before a big 4th of July.
And they're going to run for Donovan. They're going to run for him at the catcher at first base. I can't see the number of the runner. There's a pinch runner over at first base. So the catcher gets a quick back run.
Christina, can you see what number that is at first?
Almost got picked off there. Maybe 11? 11 in white. And sophisticated filing system, 11. That'd be Rob Rispoli from Farrell. So
excellent.
And he's going to University of Connecticut in the fall. So best of luck to Rob as he becomes a Husker, representing Staten Island out there at the University of Connecticut, great university. And we're going to see our Staten Island kids spreading their wings and going different places. I look forward to watching some UConn baseball this year. Like I had a chance to watch some Notre Dame baseball recently with their Danny and Christina, but the kid from Staten Island, Bedford, had a phenomenal year. And great to watch our kids from the IUP and good school.
Yeah, it looks like these boys are going to be the next ones up. They're going to see a lot of great players out here tonight.
Brody, UConn, that's a legit school. Talking baseball for UConn. Here's a throw down to second on a stealing base runner. That's going to come up just a little bit wide as it one hops, and it is saved. Nice save made, stopping it from
Pinch
dancing.
runner pays off there. You put someone to gain the pinch run, they get the back in the pool. So UConn's fine. That's making an impact right on the base path.
Jake Weinstein right now is trying to take advantage of this runner on second. He's got snake eyes, a 1-1 count, and he looks at a fastball in.
Massive hole on the left side of the infield. You took one through there, and you an RBI. Even the ground ball on the right side. Ground ball on the right side advances the runner. So any kind of contact here will be productive here for Tom Lewis Finals. So Weinstein's now 3-1. He can look for his pitch to hit.
Looks like they put Rispoli out there to get a job done, and they're trying to get him over the bases.
It's going to be a ball.
First and second. Rispoli, you're right, is out there jumping around all behind that pitcher trying to get
Now
inside his head.
number
For all intents and
7,
purposes,
Jordan
I think you're right.
Savignon,
Because just gave
number
up
7.
a walk. What a 3-1, and that pitch missed badly outside.
Here comes Savignon. Savignon with runners on first and second, nobody out.
Don't worry, if I raise my voice, I'm talking to you.
Alrighty, okay. So nonetheless, Savignon with the plate here. Savignon is going to Longwood University in the fall, so he'll be representing Staten Island over there at Longwood.
Holla.
Not sure exactly where Longwood is, but they get a hell of a baseball player, that's for sure.
Lord have mercy. They sure are, pal.
Staten Island's lost is Longwood's game. I look forward to meeting Longwood. I'll be fair, all these kids root for them going forward. If you're Staten Island, you got to keep them moving. So here's outside, 1 and 2.
Yeah, so Savignon looks like that he's swinging for the fences on each run. He was one of the guys in the home run derby earlier, and it looks like he's trying to get one this game. Every swing he takes, you can just see the power on the swing. You see his stance. He's looking for fences.
He's not getting cheated on his swings. He strikes out there.
That was a good call because my man
Now
took
batting,
a
number
cut
8,
and a half
Alex
just as Christina was
Lanza.
given that beautiful
Number 8.
commentary. So we have one away here in the bottom of the 6th inning, are we?
This is, yes, this is
Or top 6.
Top 6. Ground ball at third. Is he going to tag him?
He misses the tag at
Third.
third,
He pushed him
and
second time. Good
He
tackle
gets
there.
him second time. You're right, he's out.
That was a good tackle there by the third baseman. Good aggressive slide. Good call by the umpire there. Didn't get the tag, so he didn't call him.
Definitely. And was able to make the right call afterwards.
Was that a swim move, Ray?
I'm not sure that he did a good game
Now batting, number 2, Big Camarada.
Camarada
Number 2.
back up here. Camarada from Newdorf, my guy here, in Central actually. Camarada's going to capitalize on here, one of the best seasons in the PSAL this year for my guy Ray Smith in Newdorf Central.
It looks like the third baseman's a little hurt after that collision over there on his
a little
side.
banged
He's a
up.
little limping a little bit.
Wheel.
Big at bat for Newdorf's finest here. There's going to be a ball on the outside. It's going to be 1-0.
Ray's got a lot riding on this. Newdorf in the house. He's a Newdorf, your Newdorf coach, a Curtis alum, so he's going to represent now for your school.
Always represent the Central. We're about the ground ball here in the infield. Looks like they're going to get out of it. Tag up, yep, tags out. So that'll be 3 up.
All right.
So the baseballs will not do any damage. Here we'll escape very further. And at the end, the 6.5 innings. It's going to be 2.
That's right. Big shout out to our friends at TLC Physical Therapy. Call the office today to schedule an appointment or use the online scheduling page to book. For appointments, call 914-653-7631. Danny Shinada from Nobody Cares Sports with Ray Palma and Christina Perez back after this.
Right there.
This is Christina Perez, but Nobody Cares Sports. I'm here with Dan Shannon and Ray Palma.
That's right, everybody. It is the bottom of the 6th. She's a natural at this. Sound like there was a weapon to her head.
That's how you come out of the break.
That's how you come out of the break. It sounded like she's not here on her own wishes.
Here's Manuelin. He's going to face a new pitcher right now. It's Macigas.
That's right. Macigas out of Tottenville, right?
Yep,
No, Wagner High School.
Macigas.
He's a Falcon.
He is undecided. He's visited SUNY Purchase. Oh, my handwriting's atrocious. Pardon me, I can't read the second one. But he's visited SUNY Purchase as one of them, so he's making a few decisions. Has a few options for college. Coming out of Susan Wagner, so we got a Falcon. He resembles with the hair, like a little Noah Syndergaard-ish, although a little skinnier. But the great lettuce, if nothing else. So it's going to be a 1-0 from, not Syndergaard, but Macigas.
I like that, though. You just call him however you got to call him, Ray.
Well, we've broadcasted games where we're calling people Muscles Marinara. So at this
well,
point,
that was one of the greatest days of my life.
And the 1-0 on the outside. That's going to be 3. It should be 2-0, so now it's going to be 3-0.
Well, Macigas out of Wagner having a hard time finding the plate here. He is a pitcher first. This could just be his first time entering the ball game, right?
I don't know how tall he is, but from here it looks like he's 6'12". My goodness, he's standing on top of that mound. So
That's a
quick-
4-pitch walk.
It's a quick 4-pitch walk. Not what you want to do coming into the ball game. You see the umpires shifting. I would guess, is that because of runner on first? Interesting.
Troy Edelman, number 4.
Now Bateman back up here. I like it because it sounds like Jason Bateman, and Ozark is a very popular show. So
Jason Bateman's one of the 5 top actors of all time.
I love him.
so.
Serious, dramatic. He can do it all.
Bad Words is one of the best movies of all time. If you haven't seen with Bateman, it's Bateman and a little kid. And it's a spelling bee, and it's phenomenal. If you haven't seen it, great movie. Real dark Bateman, comedic Bateman. Gotta love it.
Well, everybody likes a good dark Bateman movie.
Everyone loves Bateman. If you don't love Bateman, you don't love life.
I'll tell you what the coach, Bobby Glenister, for Team White doesn't like, and that's the 6 straight balls that Christian Macigas has thrown for Wagner here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's struggling to find the plate.
I mean, they definitely have some other pitchers in their arsenal, so I'm sure it'll be around time to make a switch.
Right fielder had no idea where the ball was.
He
was
fighting for the lights, couldn't come up with it, and the ball bounced, in fair territory, and then...
Oh, no, it was foul.
It was foul?
The ball bounced about 40 feet to his left. He just ducked.
So-
He had no idea what that
I'm
ball
like the
was.
cameraman. I was staring at the right fielder fighting, and the ball was somewhere else.
See, I'm unfamiliar with these schools and who has lights and such, but I can't imagine the kids have played a lot of games under the lights. I'm sure some schools have lights. I'm sure most don't. And I'm also, a lot of these kids are starting pitchers usually, so it's not normal to come in a 6th inning of a game, and it's not easy. It's different than when you're a starting pitcher as opposed to being a reliever. Like in an all-star game, you'll see people like Verlander coming in the 3rd inning and such, and they're not used to doing things like that. So we'll see him make an adjustment here. The 2-1 coming.
Yeah, I like that little Uncle Charlie. Popped it right up behind us.
All right, so 2-2. You want to keep your team in the game here. Still have 3 at-bats coming. What's that called? Dead air? Okay.
No. It's kind of like, it's better that way.
Letting
You
it
can
breathe.
listen to the crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd, the guy selling peanuts. Shout out to Ralph Sports Bar, who came and delivered today. Craft services were unreal. I mean, he served both teams, everybody, staff and crew, over 50 people. Great job. A nasty curveball. The runner goes, and he is dead in the water. A beautiful throw by this catcher, rocking number 8, Shades of Yogi Berra.
Let's give him his job. That's Alex Lanza. He's a junior from C. So Alex, I imagine, be in this game again next year. Already showing his hose. So now it's going to be a 3-2 pitch. Fouled off, staying alive. So
Macigas is trying to bring it back here. His pitchers are definitely getting a little more on target, and hopefully he can make a play here and maybe strike somebody out.
yeah, after a rough start to the inning, he's really rebounded and has found the strike zone a little bit more. So this 3-2 pitch upcoming, and the pitch. Oh, that might have hit him. Nonetheless, it's going to be a walk. It'll be on first base. So Maciga's having a tough time staying consistent with the strike zone. Oh, this kid's coming out to another good tune.
So he walks him, and there's a man on first base, it seems. And a new batter. I don't know. Is this the kid with the hood? The second time we're seeing him?
Hood. I think this is Duffy, I believe.
Yeah, this is the catcher.
So he's out of Curtis High School, my alma mater. So go
Mine as
Warriors.
well. Class of '96, represent.
Christina, where'd you go to high school?
I went to Newdorp. I'm a proud Newdorp Cougar.
Cougar. We prefer Centrals, but nonetheless.
Not in my time.
How
I'm sorry.
proud of you now.
When I graduated, we were the Newdorp Cougars.
Oh gosh. Okay. Nonetheless.
And a beautiful
Base hit in the
diving
left field.
attempt just comes up a little bit short as we have a single into left field. A one-out single.
Number 10, Rob Salafia, number 10.
All right. So Salafi, the extra hitter from C, coming up. And if you're Macigas here, you got to find the strike zone. You got to find the strike zone. You got to make him put the ball in play here. You don't want to keep throwing these 3-1, 2-1 counts, these 3-0, 2-1 counts. And we'll see what he can do here.
Runners on first and second. It's definitely time for a good hit.
I'll take it.
And here comes the windup and the pitch.
We hope so. As he deals
on
over
the
the
inside.
inside. God, that's filthy.
That's
Looking
gonna
to
be a
take
strike. Yeah, I mean, Macigas has struggled, but if I was up in that batter's box, he would look like Satchel Paige because I would have no shot. My goodness, it's coming in hot. And with movement, he just had a hard time finding the strike zone early on here.
Nasty pitch that time. 0-2. Duffy finds him. That's not Duffy. He finds himself in a hole right away, though. I'll tell you that.
He's buckling down here.
It's Lafia.
All right, so it's going to be an 0-2. Runners on first and second. And the pitch. That's deep foul. That's on Travis Avenue.
I tell you, he got all of that one, but he just pulled it a little bit too strong, way in front of that off-speed pitch.
That could hit a moving car on Travis Avenue. I'm not joking. That might hit a UPS building. My goodness, he got in front of that
He
one.
definitely
can
has
afford
to
it.
protect the plate now because it's getting a little close.
The 0-2, one out. Runner leads off first. He swings at a ball to the shortstop. Here's a play for 2, and the throw to first is wide. A runner will come home to score on the errant throw, and Team Blue is on the board. Yet again, they're going to add on. They're going to add on the board yet again.
I didn't want to correct you. I didn't know how to do it. So
Somebody should
figure it out. So
I'm sure Nelson Ortiz is very happy with the way his team is coming back now.
Nobody's happy with the broadcast commentary on my end. I'll tell you that.
That's what we're all here for, you know? We back each other up.
You guys gotta have my back.
As a can, center
That's a
field,
tough play there. It's going to
Pace
drop
gonna
in for a
drop
hit.
in. So it's been a rough inning for Macigas, but with 2 outs, if he can just get through it, only give up the 1 run, you still give your team plenty of opportunity with 3 more at-bats.
Number 20,
But, so back to the top of the lineup here in Cologne. And he's not hitting the top of the lineup for no reason. So, and he's had a few times at bat, so he's warmed up here. So I expect a strong at bat from Cologne, not giving anything away.
Well, we've got runners on first and second with 2 away here. And Macigas trying to work his way out of a jam after giving up 1 earned run so far.
Yeah, it's a strike on the outside part of the plate. It's hard to see exactly from our vantage point. We're very close, but it's hard to see exactly where the plate is. That'll be on the outside corner. And look at this beautiful setup we have here with all the cameras. And I don't know how they're all doing this. It's great to be part of a team like this.
There's
Fly
a
ball
shot.
deep in the left.
Left field's trouble.
Oh,
and a beautiful stab made by the left fielder. That's going to be the end of the inning. Oh, doctor, what a play.
That's Palermo in left field with potentially a game-saving play.
Yeah, he had to get his team out of that inning. He did the right move there.
That ball lands. It's a 5-0 game. Instead, it gives his team hope. Down 3. Going into the 7th here, Danny. So
Beautiful stuff. That is a game-saving play is right at the end of 6. We have the score, Blue 3, White 0. Top of the 7th when we come back.
Hall alumni. A lot of guys I know Seton Hall alumni, and John will be taking his skills and his baseball abilities to the Seton Hall Pirates baseball program. And my guy Ryan Whalen and Shaheen Holloway, the new coaches of the basketball program at Seton Hall. So between Vitucci, Ryan Whalen, and Shaheen Holloway, big additions to Seton Hall coming in the fall. And here's going to be the 1-1. Oh, that almost hit me. It felt like coming in there, Christina. 2-1.
Yeah. It's a good thing that Vitucci has his eye on right now because there's really no room for mess ups at this point. You know your team's down. You got to be smart out there on in the batter's box, on the field.
Absolutely. You want to get on base here. Pitch coming in low. So if you're Vitucci doing your job, getting on base here early on, you can't score runs without runners on base. So 3-1 to start here. Fiore on the hill still. Number pitch coming in. That was the worst call ever. Number pitch coming in was the sentence I just said. Nonetheless, it's going to be 3-2 here.
Vitucci definitely, he's trying. He's trying to stay in there. He has his eye on the ball for sure.
Being patient here. 3-2. Big pitch coming up. That's going to be low on the outside. So he did his job. He got on base. Seton Hall's finest.
Right, there you go. That's the start right there. That's all your teammate really needs to see, someone on base.
So Rispoli's up now again for blue. Rob Rispoli, the shortstop from Monsignor Farrell. Let's see, do I have a college listed for Rispoli? I do not. I didn't get a chance to talk to all the kids before the game, so the ones I did not, my apologies. But I'm sure Rob is going to be a fantastic player for somebody in the future as he continues his baseball career.
Yeah, coming out of Farrell, they have a good program, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I apologize if he's no longer. Bob Mulligan was the coach there. I believe he still is, but again, I could not. But Mr. Mulligan in the baseball program at Senior Farrell has been strong for many, many years. And Fiore looking on the mound, getting the sign from the catcher. And I remember the catchers and pitchers, haven't worked. Catcher used to seeing every day. So, unless you have the rare opportunity, I believe the catcher now is from Curtis. So you got a Portsmouth kid pitch to a Curtis kid. Not easy as far as the familiarity and signs and such in an all-star game.
Yeah, you definitely have to give these kids credit. They're all working very well together, having not really been able to play together, just going against one another.
Taking off second base, and he stole that bag with ease. And the throw goes into center field, so he's going to advance and go to third. So Seton Hall making an impact here, needing to score runs, got a runner in scoring position with nobody.
And that's just smart base running. You got to keep your head up. You have to pay attention to everything.
So we got Rispoli here. Now, as far as Rispoli goes, anything on the infield here, anything out there is going to score a run because you imagine the defense will concede the run. So just want to put the ball in play here, crack the scoreboard. Obviously, you want to try and get on base yourself or put something that'll do some damage, but literally anything here but a strikeout should produce a run.
Yeah, you got to hope that people don't get a little too antsy and try and overswing just, to try and get on base. That happens a lot in these situations. People get too excited to get on base, too excited to score, and they end up kind of, not really coming through because of it.
Hopefully that doesn't happen here. They'll take a mighty cut. They wasn't scared of anything there, that's for sure, with a mighty hack on the first pitch. So right now it's going to be 2-1 after the mound visit. It's going to be 2. That wasn't the first pitch. The third pitch, the at-bat, is going to be a 2-1. Again, you just want to put the ball in play here. You got a runner on third, and you want to get your team's first run in. And the pitch. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. It's going to be 2-2. Looked like it was outside from here, but again, our vantage point is not ideal as far as where exactly the plate is. So it's going to be a 2-2 here coming from Fiore. And the pitch. See, that's the one thing you didn't want to do there. You wanted to put the ball in play. You wanted to do something to get a run in. But nonetheless, going to pass the baton to number 20 here, which is Joe Manella, St. Peter's style here. So we got Port Richmond versus St. Peter's coming up. Again, runner on third base. Any hit to the infield will be a run. The infield's playing back.
You got to think he might be a little tired at this point, considering he did, go all 3 rounds in the home run derby.
That's a possibility.
But again, he definitely had some good swings, and he made good contact earlier in the day. So you got to think that he might be a little tired now.
Got to hope that youth's on his side. These kids can do things for days. So hopefully youth will prevail. Youth can prevail over fatigue. But yes, you would imagine after the home run derby performance, it's not ideal for him hitting 3 hours later. That's going to be low. So it's going to be a 2-0. Again, you just want to get a run in. They want to see something cross the plate. It hasn't happened yet for the white team. Fiore gets the sign from the catcher. He comes to the set, and the 2-0.
And, you know, I spoke with Manila earlier after the home run derby, and, you know, he seemed really pleased with himself and pleased with the whole program today. And he was excited to go against his teammates. And, you know, he was confident in the beginning. You know, he said he knew he had the home run derby, so it was cool to actually see him win afterwards as well.
That's going to be a ball here, so it's going to be 3-1. Yeah, a lot of these kids, in order to play baseball in general, you got to have confidence. I mean, the hardest thing to do in sports would be to hit a major league fastball or even the average fastball, a ball coming 85 miles an hour. People can't do that. Anybody could hit an open jump shot or anybody could catch a football, but just the most basic premise of baseball, being hitting a ball coming in 80 miles an hour, is virtually impossible for most. So now it's going to be a 3-2. Again, you need contact here. You got to get this run in from third. You got to crack the scoreboard a little bit. So he's got to be looking to put something in play here. Well, of course, a walk would also be beneficial to his team.
Yeah, you can see the energy that he has at bat here. He's ready to make contact.
And the 3-2. He puts it in the air, but that's not quite going to cut it. As you hear the, I believe, a little profanity, a little frustration there. No blaming him for that. So they've done a poor job with the next two batters advancing the runner from third, and they're going to put the. So Paul Amini here, the third baseman, is going to be the one that's have to try to get him across here. You don't want to race that runner on third. Especially get down 3 runs in the second.
I want to give a shout out here and then Danny Chanel back in the booth. I almost pulled the Phil Rizzuto and beat the traffic in the 7th inning, but I'm here, don't worry. I want to give a big shout out to our boys over at SIBFL, Staten Island Boys Football League. They can't wait till September. They want us in the booth over there to do some football, Ray, and I think we can't wait for that either. 2 outs here on the board. Runner leads off third base. Batter pops it up to shallow right field. Shortstop makes the catch on the grass. That's going to wrap up this inning. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch. More All-Star Baseball re-return. Blue leads 3-0. It's actually number 5 on the mound right now. Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 7th inning. Mind Freak on the mound. Chris Angel, as we call him. Well, actually, his name is Chris Angel. We call him Mind Freak.
Well, that's just key. I'm sure we can't be the first people to say that. He's representing Newdorf High School. The Centrals on the mound.
That's right. Cougar, Central, you name it. He's out there.
Centrals. We're going Centrals. Anyway, Newdorf Central on the mound here pitching. For Ray Smith. Ray Smith, his coach in the dugout here.
And he might have got a piece of his jersey. The umpire's going to say he did. Didn't get the skin, but he got the button. Take first.
Chris Angel He's in a walk-on situation, going to try and earn his way onto the team, and hopefully I'm not sure I can't be Cali anymore, so I'm not sure who the baseball coach at CSI is, but whoever he is, hope he recognizes the talent we have here from New Dorp and gets this kid a spot on the team.
And here's a drive, hot shot, center field, going back to the wall, and he makes the catch on the warning tracks to center fielder. That's a long drive, and it'll be an out in the paper tomorrow. I want to give a big shout-out to our cast and crew here in attendance, and we've got a dynamite crew working the scoreboard, balls and strikes, but we couldn't do it without our good friend Amira here in the studio. Amira, you're absolutely crushing it. You're a star, so good stuff.
Amira, anything to add? Amira's a young lady of few words, but trust me, she's the backbone of the operation here.
And there's a hot shot, right center field going, and a leaping grab is not made. Knocks off his glove. He fires it into third base. What an arm on him on a one-hopper all the way down there to the hot corner. Keeps the runner at second base. It's first and second with one out.
Just when you think Danny is John Sterling and going with the leaping grab, he drops into the not made to cover it up. Well done, Danny. Beautiful.
I like to not be the worst, but somewhere around the bottom. I sat in the last row at Curtis High School, like a 66 average when I graduated. There's hope for you kids out there listening.
You work hard, you could be Danny Shannon. That's for sure.
Maybe you should do something else now that I think about it. 3-0 is the score. Bottom of the seventh. Team Blue with a chance here to really break it wide open here.
Yeah, Team Blue, the defending champs. Coach Ortiz looks to keep his bragging rights. And they're going to need to hold them here. Any more runs, I mean, it is an all-star game, but based on the way the pitchers have looked so far, runs are at a premium. They're going to have to keep them here. Hopefully my New Dorp Century can come through for the white team. And the pitch, that's a ground ball to short. It could be two. There's one on the first, and he throws it into the dugout. Kid's coming home. Play at the plate will not be made. And he's safe at the plate. That's going to be 4-0 on the overthrow to first base. We've seen that a few times, Dan. A lot of especially the infielders working together on double plays. You know, it's not your usual second baseman or shortstop you're working with in games like this.
No.
In an all-star game, that timing is different. The pivot's different. So it's hard to blame the kids there.
And Devin Cologne at a more just seemed to get crossed up on that play. A little bit miscommunication, not anticipating a low throw. So a runner takes off. Here's the throw down to second.
Perfect throw. You see that? The right of his ankle.
Ooh,
my goodness.
Safe is the call.
I don't know. Can we challenge this?
It
I don't
definitely
know.
looked really close there.
Oof, that was a
Christina, you got good eyes. What do you think?
It looked out to me, but
Yeah?
I don't get paid for that.
I'm going to say it's a blown call, even though they're volunteering their time. Very hostile booth.
Nonetheless, yeah. New Dorp with a 4-run game, you know, Grand Slam still ties it, so we got to buckle down here.
We got Solito up at the plate.
Well, with a runner on second base, it's a 4-0 lead for Team Blue. The pitch is fouled off down right field line.
We see the runner on second. It's definitely taking a big hop there. He's looking for that next score. We see it. Blue team is not letting up here.
Especially in an all-star game, you want to, you know, there's scouts watching, so there's scouts watching the way he leads off second base as he takes off at third here, as that ball almost hits Danny in the face.
Yeah, and, you know, it's ridiculous. There's actually text messages coming across StreamYard on Gotham Trinity production screen. Sal Talley, I've told you several times, I've shouted you out from Staten Island Boys Football League. How does the hate mail transcend all people's platforms? How am I getting hate mail, direct hate mail, on somebody else's device? Back to the action.
I hit him in the hand there. Hope he's all right. You don't need that right now. So that ball hit him in the hand. He's going to advance to first base.
That's Joe Solito who gets hit.
Yeah, hopefully Salito's all right there. You don't never see one kid hit in the hand. Here comes Scarfone with Ada Petrides. My guy Tony D'Alessandro. They run a really good baseball program. It's not easy. I coached at a lottery school for 9 years, and I coached a sport that played, 5 kids at a time. So to be at a lottery school and have a sport where you play 9 kids at a time, including a DH and a pitcher, I guess 10 people, that's not easy. And they've won some City Championship. Done a really great job. With the Trees
runner
baseball
took
program.
off on third base line. It was a hit and run
Hey,
and a
good.
beautiful.
Nice play over the railing there.
Sure did. Reached over the side and made it look easy for the third out of the inning. Gets him out of trouble. Blue team pushes one run across at the end of 7. Ray Palma, you're absolutely crushing it. Christina, you crushing it?
Oh yeah, doing our best out here.
Oh, yeah, we all crushing it. Back with the top of the 8th. White's looking for their first run.
Brought to you by DJ Joey Dash of Island Entertainment. What's your next party with Island Entertainment?
I'm in the big leagues, thought they don't miss me. Ballin' like Houston, ayy, feeling like Whitney. I need a bag, bruh, send it through quickly. I'm making his dog, like I'm in a big league.
Hey, welcome back here. We are here, top of the 8th inning. It's MUBL's second annual All-Star Game powered by our friends at TLC Physical Therapy. I'm Danny Shinot from Nobody Cares Sports Network. If you like what you're hearing tonight, make sure you like and subscribe on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, you name it. Was it Melvin or Nelson? Melvin Martinez is out there tuned in on the live somewhere, wherever you may be. We appreciate all your support as a possible balk here. Pitcher loses it.
Well,
you can't balk with nobody on first, right?
Yeah, that would have been a balk with a runner on, but fortunately did it at the right time.
Thanks, Ray.
I try and, pick us the other up, Danny. You take a charge, I pick you up. You're my teammate.
I appreciate that.
Right,
We'll be fighting people in the parking lot later that don't exist. 2-0 is the count. Here's
is there a button
swung on and driven down left field line.
Is there a giggle button so when I'm laughing I can hit the button so I don't sound like a fool over here?
I think so. I think Todd's going to be pretty mad when I do this. But
no, you don't have to do it. I'm only kidding. I don't know what that means.
There you go.
There's a laugh track.
That's pretty good.
Oh, my goodness. All right, so if you're white here, you got to get a guy on base. You want to start a rally here. I want to hear some action. I want this game to come down to a last at bat. So if you're the white team, couple runners on, a big hit, and you're right back in the ball game. Who
Absolutely.
Got pitch? It's still the same pitcher from last time?
Well, no, it's hard for everybody to tell what, in fact, is happening when your broadcast booth is out here doing the best they can. That's number 6, but number 9 with a drive
right
deep
field.
to right.
Back.
That ball is way out of here. The first jack of the game, and it couldn't come at a bigger time.
Wow, he really got his, he got down, he got a good load, and then boom, turned the corner and bang.
Tim Manuelian, the first baseman out of Farrell, does himself a little gritty as he crosses the dish.
And the Euro step finish rounding the home plate there.
I mean, we just got Team Blue.
He knew it on the swing. I don't know if we have replays.
Has given up their first home run of the game in a critical moment here on the top of the 8th inning.
Whoa, I'm awake now. All right, here we go. The DJ's awesome, too. Everybody comes up, has their own entrance music and everything. This is great. Well, we need more John Cena.
That's Island Entertainment for you.
That's up the middle. That's going to be a base hit.
Oh, good play by the second baseman. Fires to first. He gets him.
Wow, the leather being flashed today.
Woo! You call it an all-star game?
Oh my goodness.
This might as well be a Legends game. They are doing it all out here.
I want to give
Chris
credit to who it
Corsalo
is.
just definitely ran as fast as he could to try and get there too, but it just wasn't fast enough.
Looks like that was Julian Velasquez there on the play at second base. Going to play by Velasquez. And then to convert the throw and the scoop by the first baseman. What a great play for Blue. That's going to be a pop up to first. So
That's a can of corn.
So after the home run, you have a ball that you think is going to be a hit and a great play by the second baseman, and a pop out to first, and all of a sudden the momentum is just slowed down dramatically. Nonetheless, here we still have another opportunity with 2 down here. Who's coming up there, Dan? We got number 3.
Number 3, Jake Weinstein.
Jake Weinstein.
That's my boy Jake Weinstein. He
Jake
come up here
Weinstein.
right now to make a little noise.
He's from deep in the South Shore of Tottenville with the Purple People Eaters.
Absolutely. He's out here. It's, 2 outs. He's trying to do a little bit of a 2-out rally.
And the pitch, that's going to be, I was going to say low, but apparently not. That's a strike. So his job here is to get on base. You need base runners here. With a 3-run lead after the bomb to right center over there. Yeah, he's back to taking selfies again. Takes a lot of selfies.
Not taking selfies. I'm working.
Listen, he's a man of many trades. With Nobody Cares Sports, I just show up and talk about sports. I tell what I see. Danny and all the people here do a lot of behind-the-scenes work. And today, working with, help me, Danny, name the other company?
Gotham Trinity Productions.
Gotham Trinity Productions. We are doing it. Thank you. That was,
I think your 6th hour of work here.
there's a lot of names, a lot of things going on here. But this has been such a great. I'm looking now. I see 3 cameramen in my own eyesight, and the scoreboard. Just a really well done thing here. And again, kudos to St. Peter's coach, the guy running the show. And I don't have the paper in front of me. I can't know. The guy from Peter's running the show is doing a great job.
Bobby Glenister.
Bobby Glenister, thank you.
Yeah,
Christina with the
good
kick
man,
save.
good man.
She's saving everything.
And
for
a
me.
beauty.
All right. So we got 2-2 here. You got to get a runner on base. Bottom line. Bottom line, runner on base. I'm thinking about maybe getting an empanada at the end of the inning. They have empanadas in the snack
Where do
stand.
they have empanadas?
At the snack stand. I checked out the menu. That's going to be a ball on the outside, so it's going to be 3-2. Walk's as good as a hit here. You need base runners.
3-2, 2 outs. Bottom 8.
And we
And
got
the white
3-2.
team's running out of
Here it
outs. Running out of opportunities here as he works a walk beautifully.
Listen, now you got a base runner. Blooping a blast. Good things can happen.
Kid from Tottenville's trying to do it all right now, and instead does just enough to get on. Walks as good as a hit in this situation. Pass the baton. Next man up is number 7 for Team White. That's Jordan Savignon out of Moore.
Savignon.
I'm excited to see his at bat because he's swinging away at every time he gets up to the plate, so I want to see something good out of him today.
Hoping to put bat on ball. Here's the first pitch.
And the runner's going. Here's a throw down to second, and not in time. And actually deflected off the runner's calf.
Very risky there. It's very in a situation with 2 outs. Not sure it's the wisest move to make, especially as close as it was. But he got there, so now runner in scoring position for Savignon. And like Christina said, he's been taking aggressive hacks all game. Hopefully, he can find one, put one in the gap somewhere.
Yeah, everyone's definitely been a lot more aggressive with the base running in the second half of this game here.
So it's going to be 1-1. And you're Savignon. You're dialed in. You're looking for your pitch here. You want something you can put in play.
I told Freddie, our producer, in all seriousness, to go to the nearest bodega and come back with some Bruja. We'll see if that happens. Here's a breaking ball outside, 2-1 the count.
So Longwood University. I'm not sure if it's Longwood University or Longwood. But Longwood, anyway, is where we attending the fall. Lucky baseball program. They're getting themselves a hell of a player.
You know why he's going to the wood?
I don't dare answer that.
Because he
yet.
lays the wood. That's
There
why.
you go. I'm not touching that one. But here we go. 2-1. And that's low. So 3-1.
At least he's got a good eye out there.
A walk here will put the tying run into the batter's box here. So
I agree,
big
Christina.
pitch coming
He's
up.
very disciplined so far with this plate appearance, showing a lot of patience here. And you have to work the count this late in the game.
He's competitive. They want to win. It's 3-1. And there's there's the hack. Yeah, he's coming out swinging. So it's
You know,
3-2.
he knew he was going to be swinging for the fences. Pitcher took a little bit off on that one. Changeup.
You're guessing fastball and get changed. It's going to bring your hands through a lot quicker than usual.
I feel bad for that bull if he connects because it looks like he's going for it.
Here it is, 3-2. Got him. Oof. Not
Nasty pitch over the outside corner.
Got him with something off speed, so
The rally comes to an end. They get one across, and then no more. I'm Danny Chanel with Nobody Cares Sports Network alongside Ray Palma, Christina Perez. That's it. We're headed to the bottom of the 8th inning. Blue trying to build on this 3-run lead. Hey, welcome back. Let's go. We're all fired up, and you know why? Island Entertainment, the DJ tonight, has got us rolling on all cylinders, possibly firing on them. Ray Palma, my color commentator. Christina Perez, my sideline reporter. I'm Danny Chanel from Nobody Cares Sports. If you like this commentary, like and subscribe. If you don't like it, please send all your hate mail to the Commodore in Central Florida. Christina, you ready for the final inning and a half of this game?
Yeah, I would love to see the white team pull this out in the end. I know they're definitely working hard at it. Blue team is giving them a run for their money, though.
So we got Alex Lombardo making his pitching debut for the white team. He's from Monsignor Farrell. And he'll be attending UB, University of Buffalo, in the fall. So he'll be staying in state, but about 6 hours away, UB. He's going to see snow that will make Staten Island snow like a flurry.
Interesting about Buffalo, they get so much snow that class isn't canceled. They actually have tunnels that run underground from the dorms to the classrooms so that you don't even get a snow day. So I wonder if he knows that before. Well, it's probably too late. Good luck to you. Back to the action.
Always good to send our kids to major universities like that. So really cool to see. And just the more these kids get off the island, represent us in different places.
No doubt.
So here we are, 2-0. That's going to be inside, so 3-0. He hasn't found the strike zone early.
Kid from Farrell up here, he's like, that's a ball. I can't believe it. He thought it was a strike. He got lucky there, possibly a break.
Too. So the kid at bats number 9, that would be Manuelin. Okay, Manuelin back up.
Manuelian. There's an I in there.
Manuelian. He was a basketball player. I remember calling his name a few times.
Absolutely. These dual sport athletes. Way outside, that's a 4-pitch walk, and St. Blue ain't done yet. Leadoff runner gets on.
And if you watch the NBA draft, Pablo Panchero played quarterback in college and I believe ran track. He had a third sport as well. So specialization become a big thing in sports these days. Trainers and coaches are telling kids they shouldn't play sports in the fall, the winter. That's a bunch of nonsense. They're high school athletes. The kids should play all the sports they possibly can. Specialize when you get to college or something, but no reason you can't play multiple sports. And it's a shame that some kids are forced to play only one because some adult guides them towards a year-round baseball, a year-round basketball, a year-round football. High school sports is the time to be young and play all the sports you can. So here we are. It's going to be an 0-1 pitch coming in, and it's going to be 1-1.
Alex Lombardo just came in and for pitching, and he seems to be fighting up there already. It looks a little all over the place. I hope he can bring it back together and really make some strikeouts here.
This is going to be his last pitching appearance in warm weather. So once he gets to college in Buffalo, he's not going to see much warm weather. That's for sure.
He needs to take advantage of the summer while he has it.
Yes, and I imagine, as an athlete, you probably go up to school a little earlier than most, so I imagine he'll be up there in early August. And, I got some family in Buffalo, so hopefully if he needs any help, reach out to me, kid. I got some family out there that can take care of you. Anchor Bar, the original Buffalo wing, comes from Buffalo as well. We're just babbling here. There's a ground ball, a little foul, spoiled. So it'll be a 1-2.
And we got Troy Battleman up at the plate.
We're trying to get out. If you move that would be great. Thank you.
We got a Ford truck blocking somebody in. That's not mine. Thank goodness. So it's going to be a 1-2 with a runner on first. If you're white, you got to hold blue here if you want a chance of making a comeback. And the pitch, he swung at a ball there on the outside.
Yeah, he really chased that one out there.
We got my guy with the hoodie back. That's the Curtis kid.
Number 11, Sam Duffy. Number 11.
Blue team catcher up at the bat now.
Yeah, this is Duffy.
He's had some good throws down to second, too, so he has a good arm.
He's got a good day behind the plate. Let's see if he got one in the dish here. Pops one. Oh, that's going to hit. That's going for a car. All right. Yeah, I'm not parking that lot either, but that's definitely, and you can see the expression on the guy's face. Definitely hit something. Yeah. One of our camera guys had a look of horror, so.
I don't even want to walk over there at the end of the game now.
Someone's coming out to a baseball in their windshield, nonetheless. 0-1 on the pitch. That's another one headed towards. Oh, the fence got that one. I kept it in bounds. All right. So 0-2. You want to get it? You want to get out of this inning and then hope for some ninth inning magic. Throw in their rally cap, see what they come up with. Apparently, Danny's gone again. I'm not sure if Danny's lost or if he's out. Hopefully, maybe he's getting.
He's letting us run the show. He trusts us today.
Maybe he's getting us some beers. That would be awesome. Nonetheless, yeah, 0-2, and the windup and the pitch. That's going to be low.
Yeah, Lombardo's still battling up there at the on the mound.
Yeah, if you're Lombardo, he's already decided to college. But there's a lot of juniors here and some undecided seniors. So, regardless of the score, how they play and what they do can affect their long-term futures. So. You might get a scout here, see you take one at bat, and the scout likes what he sees. Before you know it, you get yourself a place to play college ball. That throw goes over the top hits the backstop, so the runner advances to the second base. So there'll be a runner on second and a 2-2 pitch coming up here.
Just one out here, so there's definitely still some time to get it done.
I have a newfound appreciation for baseball announcers and how they fill the time in between pitches. I haven't quite mastered that just yet, but working on it.
Yeah, definitely
This is my first time with baseball. Ground ball to third. Going to take the play to first. Out be made. So there's 2 dead here. And for blue, let's see who this is coming.
Number 10, Rob Salafia. Number 10.
I'm looking at the wrong lineup here. Rob Salafia, number 10. Where's
From
10?
C.
Rob Salafia from C. Thank you. He's been the extra hitter tonight. And, look, he could be aggressive here. Got a runner in scoring position. This is if the game ends this way, this will be their last at bat. So look for him to be aggressive early in the count. Not looking to waste any time here.
I also want to shout out to the first basemen because they've all been, given some crazy throws today, and they've been doing their absolute best, holding on to everything and making those stretches to make the plays.
Absolutely. Been a lot of strong defense and offense today. And we'll see what remains. We still have a top of the ninth to come. Here, though, we got to get out of this inning. A 3-run deficit. Comebackable? Is that a word? I don't think you can say that. Well, you can come back from 3 runs.
You definitely can.
You can come back from 3 runs. 4 is a lot more difficult. Ground ball to third. A tough hop. Swallows it easily. Throws over to first. Not quite as easily. And the first baseman, he might have gotten spiked there a little bit. Yeah, he definitely got a little spike to the calf or something. Might have gotten stepped on a bit. When he caught the ball, he kind of nonchalant it there and then fired it into the stanchion behind. So, you want to get that ball out of your glove a little bit quicker and, give your first baseman a chance to make the play. But nonetheless, now it's going to be first and third here. A hit here kind of blows the game open. An out here keeps the game within reach as far as only being down 3 runs going into the ninth. And Danny has joined us back here. He's busy conducting major business.
The man with the plan, he's got to
got
keep
a lot
us going.
on between Danny and Freddie, man. We're just happy to be here. Just show up and talk. It's very easy.
So much happening.
So much. There's so
We
much
got
to it,
Ryan
bud.
Quinn up at the plate now from Newdorf.
Let's go. My Centrals. Here we go. Looking forward to another exciting year of Newdorf athletics. New principal in our school. It's going to be a great year for all of our sports. Let's see if we can start it off here with the base hit for one of Newdorf's finest. A wind up and the pitch. He was not cheated on that swing. He was looking to hit one towards the South Shore on that one.
It was definitely a good pitch, too.
And a pitch coming in, I would do anything for thing. We got to work on that for next year, Danny. A little
Speedometer.
speedometer. Gun. We need a radar gun. That's what I was looking for. We need a radar gun. That's coming in hot.
Ooh.
Oh, he swung on the outside pitch there.
Yeah, it looked like he chased that one out there a little bit.
So that will bring an end to the bottom of the eighth. White coming up next, down by 3 runs. Will they have a rally in their pocket to be determined? We'll be back right after this.
My man! Way to take us out. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what could possibly be the final inning of play on a beautiful, and absolutely gorgeous Wednesday evening in Central Staten Island. We're at Mid-Island Baseball League, the side of the 2022 MUBL Metro United Baseball League All-Star Game.
Now in the pitch for the blue team is close it out will be Mike Turgensen. Turgensen representing St. Excuse me, I'm not sure what school representing. What school is it? We'll double check this. Curtis High School, CHS. He's
There's
on the side as far as
backhanded play by the shortstop, fires across the diamond. There's one away. One pitch, one out for the kid.
Turgensen, I happen to know both of his parents. Both of his parents are West Brightonites. We've run in the same social circles, so it's good to see they have some offspring, and it's attended Curtis, and apparently strong left-handed pitchers here.
As a beautiful throw from the southpaw, a strike. You like that, Ray?
Danny, you're nailing it, buddy. That's why you're the pro. I mean, Turgessen's just coming and throwing complete gas. He's throwing it right over
Yes,
the plate.
he really is. He looks like. Wow.
He's got dinner reservations, so he's trying to get out of here.
Yeah, he's definitely coming in as a real closer. He's ready to get the job done here.
Well, it is a save situation, so Christina really knowing her baseball here, really, really showing some IQ. Hot sauce. Nobody cares.
Well, what is it, Wednesday? What day of the week is this?
It's tough. I had that problem
I'm a
before.
teacher in the summer. I don't know
It's
what
hump
day.
day. It's Wednesday.
It's
We're
Wednesday.
almost over it.
Yeah, so restaurants and bars close a little early.
Swing and a miss on some high cheddar. Strike 3 with 2 away now.
I think Turgeson's trying to get his parents home before last call. My goodness, he's coming here throwing smoke.
You got to assume Coach Nelson Ortiz over there is ready. He's happy that his team's doing good. He's excited for his next win. He's probably pumping them up in the dugout as well.
Ortiz, the coach of C, the Staten Island champs, looking to add on to his resume this year with another win in this game.
A shout out to the umpire crew, by the way. We didn't get their names, but they've done a tremendous job out here tonight, volunteering their time. This home plate umpire is just a lot of fun. His personality is great. He's been.
Pardon me, I don't know his last. My guy Frank's one of the umpires. Frank was a fantastic high school basketball ref back in the day. I wish he'd come back. We need more like him. And the other umpire, the home plate umpire, here has got some personality. That's for sure. And the umpires aren't getting paid here, folks. You know, much like us, they're here. You know, just for the betterment of the kids. And this whole game has been just an example of Staten Island. All the PSCL Catholic schools working together. What a beautiful day and night.
Here's a hot shot. The second baseman comes into field. It fires. It won't be in time.
So
the game lives on.
It is not over. Turgeson's got to work a little bit more. A little bleeder here. You get that's your ground ball. You get a little bloop. You get two guys on. Blast ties the game. We're here for another few more hours, Danny. Let's see what we got.
Freddie's coming back from the bodega soon. Don't worry.
Oh, I like that.
Got cold ones on the way.
Hopefully we get some chopped cheeses.
Sodas.
I like my chopped cheeses with no peppers and onions, please. All right, so
We got Rob Rispoli from Farrow at the plate up here.
I'll tell you, we're finally hitting our groove, and the game's almost over, guys. My goodness.
Finally remembering names.
Christina's laying down the names. It's helping so much.
It only took all 9 innings, but we got here.
All right.
Damn, girl.
All right, so here's the pitch from Turgeson. That's going to be high. Hey, listen here. You get a base run. Things get a little spicy.
Things get a little spicy,
Little
he
spicy.
said. Occasion out here on the bottom of the ninth, top of the ninth, whatever it is.
Oh, that's high. That's going to be 2-0.
Throwing hard,
So
though.
Turgeson came in throwing nothing but strikes. That little bleeder to second base may have routed him a little bit here.
He's got something to think about at first.
And here we go. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a strike.
That's a beautiful strike when he needed it most at 2-0.
Yeah, we got to hope he's not concerned with the runner on first. I'm not sure why they're even holding the runner at first, to be honest with you.
I was going to say, he doesn't even look like he's taking a big lead. It doesn't look like he's being too aggressive out there.
Yeah, I got to say it again. Very odd that they're holding him on here. You want your first baseman to be in position to make a play. There's, a 3-run lead. Nonetheless, what do I know? Here we go.
Nobody cares, right? Great job.
We're just here to report on it. We don't make any decisions.
Which is much easier, I can tell you that. Oh,
And he swings at a 3-1, and now it's 3-2. Scoreboard
right.
operator so on top of it. As soon as the swing and miss takes place, it's just up there. It's like magic.
here it is. The moment of the game. 3-2 from Turgeson. Got him.
Struck him out swinging. And that's going to do it in the 2022 MUBL All-Star Game. It's Team Blue who comes up with a 4-1 victory. I hope you've enjoyed this broadcast as much as we've enjoyed providing it for you tonight. Our friends at Gotham Trinity Productions doing an absolutely tremendous job of streaming this evening. I, Danny Chenard from Nobody Cares Sports, providing the broadcast coverage with my team, Christina Porter, Ray Palma. Unbelievable job at color commentary. Guys, what do you think about tonight's everything? What do you think?
Go ahead, Christina.
I mean, the blue team looked like they had the advantage with Nelson as their coach. He was confident from the very beginning, so it's not surprising that they took the win here. But all the guys look like they're very happy just to, be a part of the game. They're shaking hands. It's a great camaraderie we see out there right now.
Great job, and again, kudos to St. Peter's coach. My paperwork's in front of me. Bobby Glenister. Just a great job putting it together. Thoughts and prayers with my guy, Mickey Hansen, who I just found out that a lot of this fundraising was for him. So shout out to him and a quick recovery for him. But most importantly, these kids are going to have lives. And a lot of it has to do with you, Danny, and Nobody Cares Sports. I know you're going to be modest about it, but the fact of the matter is this broadcast they can show their grandkids. All these kids can show, their great plays their lives because of the hard work and dedication of with Freddie and Danny and Nobody Cares Sports. So kudos to you and for the broadcast tonight. Thanks for having me aboard. Team's rallying up here. So.
Hey, Ray, I appreciate you. Modest. I wouldn't be anywhere without the tremendous team that I have behind me. Of course, our producer, partner in crime, as I like to call him, the Wizard of Oz, the man pulling the strings behind the curtain, Fred Mangin, doing so much for us on scene. Todd from Gotham Trinity Productions. And, of course, to all of you out there tuned in around the world, wherever you may be, thank you so much. I'll tell you, I played my games on SI-76. I don't know where those tapes are. Anybody? Nobody. You're right, Ray. These kids are going to be able to watch this for a long time to come, and we're just so thrilled to be a part of it.
We're lucky. You know, I've been a stand-on sports fan my whole life, and, you know, just to be able to do this, I look forward to watching your network grow and being a small part of helping out. And as we branch out in the future, I know we're going to do some high school football coming up and some other events this summer, and just hoping to watch this network grow. But people, and I'm guilty of it too, not knowing that little click, that little like, that little subscribe on the Nobody Cares Sports YouTube page goes a really long way to Danny and helping us out.
Oh, yeah.
So we
like
can
and
do these
subscribe.
things. Please click, like, subscribe, share. All those words, all that technology. It's not very difficult. Take 10 seconds, especially if you're a parent watching this game right now. Just take the 2 seconds it takes to click that button.
Like, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Nobody Cares Sports, no religion, no politics, just feel good sports. That's what we are. Proud to be out here tonight with our friends. To everybody out there, thank you for tuning in on this tremendous Wednesday evening, 2022 summertime, baby, and it was beautiful. We'll see you again next year. Good night, everybody.